तेरी मेर दा बोलना तुदे आगे अरदास गुरु गुरु वाहे गुरु गुरु रामदास आद गुरे नमः जुगाद गुरे नमः सतगुरे नमः श्री गुरुदेव नमः तेरा कीता जातो नहीं मैनू जोग की तोई मैं निर्गुण हारे को गुण नहीं आपे तरस प्योई तरस पया मैं रामत होई सतगुरु सज्जन मिलया नानक नाम मिले ता जीवा तन मन थीवे हरिया। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की There's a one line, you can remember it and you can understand it. आसन लोए लोए पंडार, जो कुछ पाया सो एकावार। इससे पौड़ी ऑफ द जपजी। आसन आसन, you will be very surprised when we sit in a yoga and we perfect a posture. It is called asana. Sun is also known in English the sun which shines. Sun is also spelled differently, means the child. The male child is called son. Sun is when the light is established. Asan, I have established the light. And the one who has established the light, through the light, through the spread of the light, loe, through the spread of the light, has created a storehouse, a warehouse, pandar. Jo kuch paya so ekavar, all what has to be gotten has been gotten once for all. And the doer, that one doer, watches it. Kar kar vekhe sirjanhar. We do things, but we don't watch them. We don't enjoy them. We don't relate to the things as we should. We don't watch our actions. We don't plan our actions. We have no mastery of our actions because we don't act. We react. As the forces us and we react. That's a human nature. Self-defense is a human nature. If somebody is coming towards your eyes or something is coming to your eyes, without you acknowledging it, your eyes, these eyelids are very thin, and not very strong. They are not that of steel. But they will close. At least they will save you from dirt, dust and storm. Human body has an automatic system to react to self-defense. But when we do automatic self-defense and react against the pressures, then we play no part. Then individual intelligence play no part. Sikh Dharma is not a religion who teaches you to act and react to reality. There are 22 religions, 8 major religions, they tell you to act and react, or in case of reaction, how you should conduct, in case of action, how you should conduct. They also promise you, religion promises you heavens, it promises you God, it promises you lot of things. Sikh Dharma doesn't promise anything. Sikh Dharma actually does not believe going to heavens is a big thing. Sikh Dharma does not believe seeing God and saying hello and shaking hand with God is anything. Then what is Sikh Dharma? If all this every religion teaches, then what is that Sikh Dharma teaches? Sikh Dharma teaches that you become God for others or for individual who is need. Come out to the help of needy. Seva means come out voluntarily to help of the needy, to uplift the needy to a consciousness of ecstasy and make him feel that he is Ik Onkar, he is the creation of one God. Sikh Dharma has been very misinterpreted and has been polluted by the inlets from other religions. Sikh Dharma is way of life. Its total philosophy is based on few words, Ik Onkar Satguru Prasad. One created the creation and true Guru has blessed us with a gift. Our total life is true Guru's gift. There's no space for monkey business. There's no space for emotions, commotions, wrong feelings, wrongdoings. There's no place for depression and for impurity. Sikh has no inferiority. It has no superiority. A man who brags and shows the superiority complex and shows, come and see me this and show me this, homme da name naal virodh hai. Even if you show that you are very spiritual, you are doing exactly the same wrong which a person is saying who has said, I am no good. No good and too much good is not the Sikh way of life. It's anti-Sikh philosophy. Sikh believes fundamentally for everything to come or follow in one concept, Guru Prasad. Sat Guru Prasad. True Guru's gift. The true Guru has gifted me as what? Ik Onkar. One created all, created me. So to keep that balance, that when I meet somebody and I find somebody, he has forgotten that he is Ik Onkar. You forget all the time. You count your money, you count your properties, you count your friends, and you count everything which is power behind you, or power you can relate to, or circumstances you think can come handy. Sikh doesn't. जो कुछ पाया सो एका बार. Whatever I got it once, and at once as what? Satgur Prasad. There are two ways to live. One way is to just be the light, then everything will come. Be the hub, all the world will go around you. Or go out, hustle, hassle, be miserable, make other miserable. That is called serving the ego. That has nothing to do with the Sikh Dharma. Sikh Dharma believes if you are grace, everything shall race towards you. Everything races towards the grace. That is the basic, fundamental Sikh Dharma. And why Sikh? Because we have to learn to behave so. We have to learn to live so. We have learned to be so. There's no territory, country, a particular discipline, a particular way of life which is better than the other. There's no competition. There's a reality. I have been born in a Sikh family, and I have been trained as a Catholic to start with. The first thing which ever affected me, and I was supposed to be religious, was Catholicism. Sacred Heart was the convent, and Christ is the only Son of God. Everything else is son of the chickens or the hen, whatever. And he died because we sinned, and now he has died because sins. If we can sin every day, who cares? And if you sin, you go for confession and get 20 Hail Marys and that kind of stuff and get out of it. It's a very funny thing. So to understand Christianity in detail, something happened to me. One day, the chapel bell rang, big one. It's a huge bell. You can hear it in miles and miles. It's a huge bell. And I was supposed to go to the chapel for the prayer, and I didn't go. So it was house mother and mother superior, the whole thing, and punishment business. And mother superior said, Bhajan, why should not you be punished? You denied the call of God. I said, I didn't deny the call of God. I was listening to the call of God, you were all wasting time. Now, little boy, just imagine, not big one, just little more than Angad, and very skinny. If you know me as a child, you couldn't even lift me. It was just taking away a bunch of wood or few bones. I was the skinniest kid on the block. So, when this skinny kid said, I was listening to God, call of the God, you were all wasting time. I said, what do you mean by when these bells ring? It's a call of the God. I was listening. I was silent. I was together. I was in a posture. I didn't move. Everybody moved. To try to understand what these people are telling and why I am not buying it, I had to study Judaism. When I studied Judaism and I understood how to brush the teeth, even that is explained. How to look and how to not to look. Such a detail. And then one thing I didn't like in Judaism or in Christianity or in Islam. Then I had to study Islam because all our peasants were Muslims and we had to study their religion. And every that study, I'm grateful, was available. But one thing always conflicted with me. That Bible said, thou shalt not kill. And it doesn't give any reason what not to kill, how not to kill. How come a man has gone away from that reality of commandment and he has made a kosher and a non-kosher and that kind of stuff? So I found religion is a religion, commandment of God is a command, but interpretation is individual. So every reality is always one. It's always ik. It always ik. It always shall be ik. And it cannot be anything but ik. Interpretation always are 2, 3, 7 million, 200,000. And everybody interprets according to the will, the knowledge, the accomplishment, the stage, the environments, the geography, mood, time and space. So I came to conclusion that there is no religion. It's all a bogacity to collect money and control people. It's a reality used for non-realistic purposes. It is the most con charlotte thing ever produced. And religion is nothing but an opium of mankind. And then I say, oh my God, I have become a communist. Is the Russian thought? Having visited all holy places, having been blessed by all holy men, meeting and played in their arms, learning scriptures, that I continued. But inside, I was so anti-religion, you can't believe it. When I started talking about anti-religion sentiments in me in a very polite and mannerful way, I was very well trained. I was supposed to be Prince of a state, so I was trained well to behave. So I'll say, anybody has seen God? What do they say about it? Basically, one day I confronted my grandfather on that issue. I thought charity begins from home. And I said, Grandpa, this religion is a reality, isn't it? He said, yeah. I said, but nobody lives it. And he said, Guru Nanak wants that way, don't you understand? What was the idea of coming Guru Nanak? To start another religion? Guru Nanak never wants you to study religion as a ritual. Guru Nanak wants you to study religion as it is. What is the religion then? What is reality? Reality is to be real. How to be real? There are so many realities. There is such a painting going on. It's a bizarre situation. What is this? One says this is right, the other says this is right. Then I found out the Sri Guru Granth is one Guru which said it with his seal, like an executive order, deals with human feelings, sentiments, facets, choreographies human life towards reality. That is what it means, Ik Onkar Satguru Prasad. Then we cannot have many. That's why in the very earlies, every place we used to call it Dharamsala. Sala means a place, house. It comes from word shala. where you learn to know the infinite, Shala. And in speaking Gurmukhi, we call it Sala. It means totality of infinity where is learned. It's a little, Shala is very presentive and Sala is very infinitive. Doesn't matter, big deal. Taram means where you know ultimately what righteousness is. Not for you, for all. There's another trouble. Every religion teaches you what is right for you. Look at this misfortune. Every religion teaches you what is right for you. Sikh Dharma teaches what is right for all. And that's why it is very difficult to be a Sikh. I really appreciate you, those of you who have adopted Sikh Dharma. With no help. I am no help. And no help is there. Help is very limited. Sikh Dharma is very unlimited. So what I thought is that you must have been Sikhs, and you are Sikhs. Because it's a living reality for all. Sikh Dharma is different from every religion in one way. It does not accept my goodness to myself. It accepts all's goodness by me. And it makes me to make everybody feel good. And that's God to a Sikh. That's what I say, God is G-O-D. God, good is O-O-D. Ik sansari, ik laye diwan, Pandari, organizer. Vishnu, organizer. Central O of God. And a good two Pandaris. Double Pandari. When I made a religion and I made a temple, in my temple I went and my congregation. But I went and made a restaurant, every congregation came. Pandari, Langar. In Sikh Dharma, understand certain things. Sangat and Pangat. Harmonious Sangat, harmonious congregation is called Sangat. From where word comes Sangeet, music, harmony. Harmonium which you play. The name of harmony is Sangat. When everything is harmonious, it is Sangat. And then there is a Pangat, where you are satisfied, your thirst is quenched, called Pangat. And there's an alternative word to the Panghat, where you get the water. Pangat, where you are satisfied with the water. Pavan Guru, Pani Pita, where your authenticity of self is contained, is called Pangat. There are two words in Sikh Dharma, Sangat and Pangat. As learning makes you learned. I am in gratitude that Guru Prasad, Guru gave us the Golden Temple. And you might be surprised, Guru made us the Golden Temple very small. It cannot be fortified. It cannot be closed. It has 4 doors to it. One bridge and 4 doors. That is the beauty of Ekonkar Satguru Prasad. The design of the Hari Mandir is based on 1 bridge and 4 doors. All can come from all sides, but all shall walk across the bridge, 1 bridge. It is surprising, Sikh Dharma, through every aspect of his life, teaches you one thing only, ik, Ik man, ik chit. One mind and one intellect. It doesn't let intellect to play the game. In Sikh Dharma there is no game. What is the solution of not playing game? Come out, look like a Sikh, be like a Sikh. And the world can recognize you that you are a learner, and the surrounding is very much to teach you to learn. Sikh Dharma doesn't teach you to give your children a lot of love. It tells you to give your children a lot of values. Love is emotional, earthly communication. Hugs, when you give somebody too many hugs, when they face the real life, they get too many bugs. I was telling somebody, I said, today actually I became a very good student. I studied with Guru Amrit the psychological profiles of people who take drugs by the Psychiatrist Association of America. They have a great profile, detail, how people get into things, and once they get to those things, what it represents. Like people who drink martini, or those who wants to wear pants in the house. Authentic, authoritative, I don't want to say the other word, but it means not right. Let's put it politely. Alcoholics, those who always want that outside energy is the way of life, nothing inside can come through. But one of the greatest addiction is egomaniac. Ego of a mother. She puts everything into child but its value. Mother is a nursing and a nurturing individual known to the child for first day. And whatever values mother has to give to the child, she cannot give when child is born. She can only give your child between 120th day or to day of birth. And that is one thing which she can do, nobody else can do. One relationship, the real relationship between the mother and the child. That is, in that pregnancy, she can teach child how to be a saint. Now they have found out in the medical science that children who have listened to certain opera when they are in the womb, when outside they are born and they start crying and misbehaving, if they are played those opera tunes, they become calm, quiet and peaceful. Now, we have been talking this for 20 years. That's why we made that song for children to put to sleep under the protection of, personal protection of Guru Ram Das. Now, those of you who have those children, who have been, that's why at 120th day we want the mother to grow to one gift. Give one gift to your born, give him now. It starts on 120th day. Giving a child education, giving child the morale, giving child the design, giving child the strength is not when the child is outside and idiot mother wants to give all the books. That mother is not a mother. She's just a piece of meat. The mother gives child a pattern to the neurons, in the formation of the brain set of the child. When the child is getting those little neurons. Little neuron is a very little thing in the brain. When the child starts developing the brain and the grey matter, in that the neurons, whatever the pattern mother sets, becomes the individual infinite one thing, ik, which lives till death. There's no two ways. And that is the gift a child needs. If a mother practices martial art, Guru Bani, meditation, strength, courage, from 120th day to the day of delivery, you don't have to tell that child, do this, do that. He will tell you, or she will tell you. That's one gift a mother has to give. That is ik ankar. The greatest thing our father or mother can do when we are 16, give us the car keys. They give a car too. And if they are rich, they give you a sporting car. If they are mediocre, they give you kind of middle class. If they are very rich, they'll give you something much better. If they are very poor, they may buy second hand some little thing. Or these days, they may not give anything. But traditionally, they give you a car. But they never gave you ik ankar. There are certain words, sarkar, narankar, ankar, kar, chogurd hamare ram kar. Ramkar is that steady. When divine Sita was left, Ram had already gone, and she was egomanically telling Lakshman to go after her husband, to be protected, because she was interfering in her own mind that there is some danger. Now when she thought Ram is in danger, what else you think can we go right? So when she told Lakshman that he is disobeying her, he said, all right, if you promise, you'll obey. And she said, all right, that's a good agreement. You obey and I obey. He said, promise, your mother. Mother promised. Then he took an ordinary flower from inside and draw a line around the house with a mantra. With a mantra. And said, Mother, don't cross this line and nothing will touch you. Chogird hamare ram kar, ek onkar, Mercedes car, is all car. Story in the whole world is that of car, because it's a movement. Anything can move. Anything can move is car. Car seva. You are not the only one in the West who have got a car. Car is a very old word. So she was told not to come out of that line, out of that orbit, out of that territory. Now Raman, who has the wisdom of 10 gods, that's Sir Raman, the ruler of Lanka, knowing of 4 Vedas, got all the blessings and Satguru Prasad from every word, got into the vengeance. He forgot the Sikh mantra, Nirpao Nirvair. You cannot be without revenge if you have not fear. You have to be fearless to let not be revengeful. Whenever there's a fear, you will have the vengeance, you will have the jealousy, and you will have the inferiority complex attacking to you. These are certain things which you must learn. So that's a Ravan came become a sadhu and asked for bhiksha. Ma bhiksha deyam. Oh mother, give me the alms. Sita heard it. She brought food. She respected the line and she asked him to enter, to get it. He knew that he is not good. He can't enter the Ram car. He knew it. This is how the patterns of mantra work. So he said, you come out and give it to me. A sadhu became chaliya. A holy man wanted to have a whole of sin, of vice. So all that glitter is not gold. And mother forgot. Moment she put her step, when she put her hand out, it was all right. When she put her step out, she was out of step. He grabbed her. Whole Ramayana starts. And Guru says, Chogird hamare Ram kar dukh lage na pai. We have that line around it. Satguru pura petya jis bant banai. True Guru, Satguru, true Guru, perfect Guru, petya, I have offered myself. And that has caused this cause, bant. Bantar, tantar, mantar, antar, patantar, sutantar. These are all words you have to learn. They are all science. People just read them, ignore them. Antar Guru Aradhana. मन मंत्र साध संभालिए. So basically, the life is in Sikh Dharma very dedicatedly, delicately, and explicitly explained for all human beings, for all time, for one purpose. Be happy. Happiness is very great. Happiness runs in a life like a. You can. You remember that song? How does it sound? Can I hear it?
Runs in a circular motion. Life is like a little boat upon the sea. Everybody is a part of everything anyway. You can have it all if you let yourself be.
You know what it is? What it is? Nanak naam chaddi kala, tere paane sarbat da pala. This is the English translation of it. नानक नाम चढ़दी कला तेरे पाने सरबत का पला. Now sing it in English.
Happiness runs in a circular motion. Life is like a little boat upon the sea. Everybody is a part of everything anyway. You can have it all if you let yourself be. Why don't we ask?
Why? Because you want to be happy. The question is why? Why? Because. Because we want to be happy. Purpose of life is to be happy. And why we are unhappy? Because what? Sing it again.
Happiness runs in a circular motion. Life is like a little boat upon the sea. Everybody is a part of everything anyway. You can have it all if you let yourself be.
Now, you want to know the entire gist of all what has been said in religion before you and what can be said after you? You want to know in a few lines? Huh? And you want to know the highest, the most purest and most beautiful prayer of all times to come, all times to go, all time now? Can you tell me what it is? No. Not true. May the long time all love and the pure light this is it. This is the totality, the reality, the projection and the objectivity, subjectivity of Sikh Dharma. Chaddi Kala, keep up, the same thing. The entire concept of the Khalsa is in the song of the Khalsa. So what has happened is, in the Western world as it is, you have created a reality by the will of the God and through the grace of the Guru. There's a doubt that break their spine. Sikh is a very beautiful nation. I left in India in 1966 and later I read a note, How to Conquer India, Russianization of India, a document in which I studied the Russian Secret Service has found out that they cannot turn India to be a communist ally or satellite until the Sikhs are not wiped out. And when it was translated to me, there was one line which I still remember, was very clear cut. It said, Sikh by nature believes in God. Sikh by nature. To make him believe otherwise is such a hard job that it cannot be accomplished. Therefore, the best course of action will be to wipe them out. When I understood the Russian intelligence have gathered together one thing, and they are very successful. They made a rupee trade. Rupee trade would mean no foreign currency. India will pay back in rupees, they will pay back in rubles. So no foreign currency comes in between. They made an agreement. That was the worst day for India to go into. So what they gave? They gave $10 billion worth of armament to India. 10 billion armament. So entire Indian army is dependent on Russian armament. You understand that? And out of 10 billion cost, they say, we'll charge you 2 billion only. 8 billion, comrade, friendship gift. Big deal. Somebody give you $10 and say, you pay me back only $2, you love it, won't you? So they say for those $2 billion, what we'll get? We'll get textile, leather materials, all your fishery and products thereof, all vegetables, your mangoes, bananas, your coconuts and whatnot. What they get for $2 billion is valued in USSR for $20 billion. The rate of exchange and price value. Not only that, they get Kashmir carpets and sell it to other communist countries at 10 times, 20 times value. They have monopolized the entire trade and entire control. And that conflict has led down to attack on Sikhs. The Indian policies at the moment are not innocently developed in New Delhi. They come from Cumberland. This entire facade you are hearing or you're listening, Sikhs and India, actually speaking fact, Sikhs are the martial race. They are responsible bringing freedom to India. They are responsible defending India. But why they are being wiped out? Why all this genocide? Why whole drama? Why discreting the Golden Temple, which is the most respected shrine of the whole India? It is to break the heart and break the spine of the Sikh as a nation. But they forgot Sikhs are all over the world. Sikhs are not in India alone. Sikhism has crossed the Satluj river, the boundaries. And you'll find a difference between you and Indian Sikh. There is a love, there's a rapport, but there's a cultural difference. And people who have been in Sikhs in Africa, they find the same as you feel. Sikh is one, cultures are many. You know, some is sourdough culture, sour culture, some are sweet cultures. You know, cultures have many effects in making even a yogurt. Here is a mankind. And basically people respect their culture and sometimes prefer it to the duty what the religion teaches them to be. That is why I think Guru was very kind and very graceful to give us Pangat, so we all can sit together and eat together, so we may not have any difference of our relationship. And we can sit together, we can worship the Guru. We should understand the word. Sikh Dharam is for all. It gives you not only dictate. That's the difference between Sikh Dharam and other Dharam. It doesn't tell you, command you to serve everybody. It also lays down the technology, how you can develop that strength to serve everybody. How you can learn the self-knowledge, self-defense. How can know the games of the mind? Sikh scripture, Sri Guru Granth Sahib, talks to mind more than ever any time a great Guru has talked to his disciple. It talks to the mind. Therefore, the word Ikankar has a very special meaning. It has a very special aspect. And it is not a joke of the earth, and it is not totality of the heaven, it is the reality of the day. When lived, understood, then you don't find God, God finds you. Because the victory through you is the victory of God. Purity through you is the purity of God. That is why Guru Gobind Singh gave us Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh. One day you shall participate to build at Guru Ramdas Puri the Raj Yog Takht of Guru Ramdas. Takht Raj Yog. You will build. It will be unique. And it shall live thereafter. It is destined to set the vibration and to give you and your children and grandchildren 5,000 years of peaceful living. At 2035, you establish the base of it. Now you'll ask me, well, we have very few Sikhs. How is it going to happen? I'm asking you, just go back 1988 years. Where was Christianity? Go back 3,000 years. Where were the Buddhas? Go back just a couple thousand years. Where were the Muslims? Don't misread because of fear. When hand of God's want something, it happens. Why? Eka mai, jugt vihai, tin chele parwan, ik sansari, ik pandari, ik laye diwan, jo tus pave, tiਵੇਂ ਚਲਾਵੇ, ਜੋ ਹੋਵੇ ਫਰਮਾਨ, ਉਹ ਵੇਖੇ, ਉਹ ਨਜ਼ਰ ਨਾ ਆਵੇ. God sees, but you cannot see. ਬਹੁਤ ਆਏ ਵਡਿਆਨ. This is very surprising. This is a very great thing. ਆਦੇਸ਼ ਤਿਸੇ ਆਦੇਸ਼, ਆਦ, ਅਨੀਲ, ਅਨਾਦ, ਅਨਾਹਦ, ਜੁਗ ਜੁਗ ਏਕੋ ਵੇਸ. Why so? Because ਆਸਨ ਲੋਏ ਲੋਏ ਭੰਡਾਰ, ਜੋ ਕੁਛ ਪਾਇਆ ਸੋ ਏਕਾ ਵਾਰ, ਕਰ ਵੇਖੇ ਸਿਰਜਣਹਾਰ, ਸੱਚੀ ਕਾਰ. ਨਾਨਕ ਸੱਚੇ ਕੀ ਏਕ ਓਂਕਾਰ, and your car. When you buy sachi car, then you don't have to buy Mercedes and whatever others are, Rolex and what they call Rolls Royce. Those are cars. A Sikh is supposed to buy sachi car. Huh? Nanak sache ki? Really, word is car. Spell it any way you want. What is next? Ades tise ades. Ad, anil, anad, anad, jug jug eko ves. You understand that? If you understand these two things, you will realize everything. We are very fortunate that we are remembering the sacrifice day of the Akal Takht. And we'll continue to remember to inspire ourselves and our children to come and our generations to follow. Our race to be. And whatever humble contribution God wants you all to be part of it shall be a privilege. Just remember, all purity belongs to Vaheguru and all victory belongs to Vaheguru. With these words and asking to be forgiven for not pulling you to the level where I feel myself to be. I have to admit, since I am not healthy and well, my sensitivity of the earth has gone much more little, and many times you will find me physically not moving or falling apart or those kind of things. And this body of mine, which is in existence before you, is on an extension line. And there are some of you whose prayer even God couldn't deny. If the psychosomatic energy of the magnetic field of individual is extended beyond death because of the prayer, it is called karamat. It's called miracle. Many of you may be innocently praying and not aware of the fact, but I am very aware of the fact that every breath of life so extended is because of your prayer, because of your extension. Medically, personally and otherwise, there's no reason for it. So I'm grateful that you give me the choice to extend myself and serve you with all what I got, to give it to you what it should be. In certain ways, you may not get that attention, personal or impersonal, from me. Well, you must understand, basically I'm born blind, and the only way I recognize things is by the aura, as computerized by my memory section of my brain. And sometimes your aura misrepresents you. And in that duality, I do not understand what to say. Therefore, please understand that as many days we have in this life, future rests with you, because the victory rests with you. All I ask you for what I have done for you, one thing. Give me one womb, one egg, and one seed, and one child, which can turn the world from unhappiness to happiness. There's no prayer which is not for peace. Prayer is peace, and peace is prayer. And that can only happen if one of you listen to the Guru's words and give your purity a chance of victory. Rest is all unhappiness and wastefulness. I hope if you just understand the meaning of the word Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh, and start developing that concept of happiness, and in the dictate of Chaddi Kala, of higher self, you intend to give Sarbat da Pala, it cannot be done by giving money, it cannot be done by arm race, it cannot be done by winning a land and buying a land and territory, it cannot be done by building a big home. It can be only done in one way, giving the unhappy mankind happiness and giving the unpeaceful world peace by Guru's light, by Guru's word. The victory shall come to you. Purity is your birthright. But when you meet, touch every heart, touch it with one angle, that you are representing Guru. That is what Satguru Prasad means. The day you represent yourself, that day you are representing nothing. The day you represent the Sadguru, you are representing God. I had a practical experience which I'll narrate it to let you know. When I went to India to visit Harimandir, and we were coming back 84 people, we understood that there are warrants of arrest of me at New Delhi Palam Airport. The charge was that I have defrauded somebody of 6,000 rupees and I promised to marry an American girl to that Indian boy, and as it has never happened, therefore I am taking the girl and money back, and thus a fraud case was installed and warrants got issued. The purpose was to stop us in India, to get our seats cancelled so that we may go through a lot of money losses. And that was our first handshake with Mother India and its most beautiful Sikhs. And that was our first experience. However, because I was working in the customs superintendent Mr. Chaudhary took his personal motorcycle and met us about a couple miles out of the Palam airport and informed me the situation. Because they could not serve on me until they had the permission of the Immigration Department, the Secret Service Department, and the Custom Department. Call is the bail, and permitted me to leave India under his authority and put me in the plane. He said, you go, case will in my court, I'll settle it. Anyway, later on the case was bogus, it was got dislodged and dismissed, and the matter ended. But I had a vision. I saw Guru Gobind Singh in a very strange form. And that picture has been made by an artist. You find Sri Guru Gobind Singh with a flame, lambu, loe, low. And that lambu represents, I said, how come from neck onward you have this lambu? I want to see your face, I want to see your head. All I'm seeing a flame. And I was told, in the light of this lambu, I am taking you across this ocean to serve those whom I have promised that they shall come to my gate to be blessed. My dear people, at that time there was no such thing, Sikh Dharma. We were just trying to. And 26 of us took Amrit at Akal Takht for first time. And it became Sikh Dharma. And how to tie a turban and why women should tie a turban, it happened in Akal Takht. When these ladies and men were told Khalsa has no gender, all ladies took those present cloth which was given from the Guru's house and rolled around their head. And they all came out looking alike. It was very funny because I never went up, I was downstairs. I took them to the staircase and I said, my job as a teacher is finished. Here onward you are at your own. And that is how that picture represents that experience. And when I came to San Francisco, see how things work in experience. I had a bronchitis pneumonia, fever, and a tragedy. Now you just understand, those who have gone through that kind of sickness, that when you breathe it looks like 100 needle in, 100 out. Your bone hurts, your rib cage hurts, you can't. And they give you heavy tranquilizer to recuperate, plus penicillin, plus this, plus injections, God knows. I couldn't get anything. And in this disarray of circumstances, I was told Archbishop of Kiriyama from Japan, Tokyo, has come to seek my audience, get my blessing, and to raise his kundalini. It's true. What I am saying is the word true. We used to live in Hargobind, southern at that time. It used to be started as Banana Ananda Ashram. You remember that? And I was informed. The man came with gifts, with respect and with reverence. And I told him one thing. I was so weak with fever that I couldn't move my own hand. I spoke to him, I said, Archbishop, put your hand in my quilt and find out my right hand. And then put it on your forehead. You'll get what you have come for. Whether it's right or wrong, I remember when he came, he brought a lot of presents, and that should have been sufficient. But when he took that feverish hand and put it in his head, he took a very long time and I got very tired. But I didn't want to pull it. He won't leave it. After a while, when he was satisfied, he put my hand back under my quilt. He left a huge present for us to enjoy and compensate all the tragedy happened to us in India. It confirmed everything worked right. Because I asked myself, if Guru Ram Das has guided this guy to come to me to learn what he wants to learn, why should I hesitate? It's all Guru Prasad. It's not me. Otherwise tell me how when you are suffering and you're not in a position to breathe and you're miserable, you can raise somebody's kundalini, forget it. As a yogi, as a master of Kundalini Yoga, I am willing to say it's wrong. But as a Sikh, I can say it worked out perfect and it was right. God has many mysterious ways to deal with. The Takht of Raj Yoga belongs to Guru Ram Das. And House of Miracles is the house of Guru Ram Das. So one day when you will become a nation, you will have your own territories, you will fly your own flags. You shall enjoy the rulership of this earth. And you who are sitting here as pioneers shall be respected and remembered in the stories as saints, though you think you are not. Because I have read a lot of research, I have never read one line where they could say Guru Nanak went and took bath and went to bathroom. There's no record. All genuine things I have tried to search, and they never say except one time that when his sister, Bibi Nanki, made a chapati and it became fluffy, and in her love for her brother as well as she accepted. She was the first one who accepted by a guru. I know many of you know me, but you do not recognize me. That's the safe part of it. Oh, vekhe o nadar na aave bahut hai badyan. That's the grace. And when I'll be gone, I'll remain as a mystery in your memories. But at one moment when Bibi Nanaki made that pulka, that chapati, that fluffle thing, bread, she said, if he is true to me as a brother and as my teacher, spiritual teacher, he should come and eat it. That love and prayer was so powerful that there was a knock at the door, and there walked in Guru Nanak. Sister, very hungry. First give me food, then we'll talk from where I have come. That's the only recorded moment where I understood Guru Nanak ate. Or there are many recorded moments when Mardana, his most accompanying divine person, always create a hassle for him, asking, I can't walk, I'm hungry. He stopped only when the cannibal Kauda took him away and wanted to fry him, deep fry like potatoes, and eat him. And Guru Nanak has to appear there to cool off that burning oil and save Mardana. Then he learned that it's not only eating in this world, there is also you can become a food. Because mankind doesn't think that they can be food to anything. They think they have the right to eat everything. That is why in the Zoroastrians, when a person dies, they put him on the top so that the vulture can eat it. So some useful thing can happen of a useless man. They believe that if a man has not done anything, because they worship fire, fire is very pure to them, and they do not know. Fire is very khalsa to them. Every religion starts with purity of khalsa, just remember that. So they don't think that a man has been that pure, they don't want to go into the dispute, they put him to the vultures. So they think that's a one useful work a man has done and has enabled himself to let the vulture eat him and have a good day. Exactly. In every part of your life, the light and purity is. And when the future call on you as a nation, and Takht Raj Yog will be in its own glory, and the world shall be ruled by the spirit of purity and victory belonging to the God, and when that prayer will become peace and peace will become prayer, Guru's word will resound all over. Just understand, Guru gave you the part to play as pioneers. With that greetings and with that blessings and in that virtuous role of life which you are playing, you have come to the gate of Guru to be acknowledged. May your purity and your victory shall lead you to your destiny. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki.
समग्री तुमरे सूत्रधारी, तुम ते होए सो आज्ञाकारी। तुमरी गत मित तुम ही जानी, नानक दास सदा कुर्बान। तुमरी गत मित तुम ही जानी, नानक दास सदा कुर्बानी। वाहिगुरु वाहिगुरु वाहिगुरु, तू दागे अरदास हमारी, जियो पिंड सब तेरा। कहो नानक सब तेरी वड्याई, कोई नाम ना जाने मेरा। अरदास इक ओंकार, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। वार भगवती जी की सहाय पातशाही 10वीं पौड़ी। प्रथम भगवती सिमर कह गुरु नानक लई त्याए, फिर अंगद गुर ते अमरदास रामदास से हुई सहाय। अर्जन हर गोबिंदनो सिमरो श्री हर राय, श्री हर कृष्ण ध्याइयै जिस डिठै सब दुख जाए। गुरु तेग बहादुर सिमरियै, कर नाउ नितावे ताए, सब थाई होना जी सहाय। 10वें पातशाह धन धन साहिब श्री गुरु गोबिंद सिंह जी महाराज। कादरे हरकार गुरु गोबिंद सिंह, बेकसारा यार गुरु गोबिंद सिंह। हक हक अंदेश गुरु गोबिंद सिंह, बादशाह दरवेश गुरु गोबिंद सिंह। अमृत दे दाते खालसा पंथ नूं साजन वाजन हार, ਸਰਬੰਸ ਦਾਨੀ ਨੀਲੇ ਕੁੜੇ ਦੇ ਸ਼ਾਹ ਸਵਾਰ ਪ੍ਰੀਤਮ ਜੀਓ, ਸਭ ਥਾਈ ਹੋਣਾ ਜੀ ਸਹਾਏ, ਸਭ ਥਾਈ ਹੋਣਾ ਜੀ ਸਹਾਏ। ਦਸਾਂ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਜਾਗਦੀ ਜੋ ਸਹਾਰਾ ਜ਼ਹੂਰ, ਨਾਮ ਦੇ ਬੋਇਤ ਨਾਮ ਦੇ ਜਹਾਜ਼, ਕਲਯੁਗ ਦੇ ਪਾਪੀ ਜੀਵਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਤਾਰਨਹਾਰ। ਤੁਰ ਕੀ ਬਾਣੀ ਆਈ ਤਿਨ ਸਗਲੀ ਚਿੰਤ ਮਟਾਈ, ਧੰਨ 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 ਸਾਹਿਬ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰਤੱਖ ਪਾਠ, ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਦੀਦਾਰਾਂ ਦਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਦਰ। ਖਾਲਸਾ ਜੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਬੋਲਣਾ ਜੀ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਪੰਜਾਂ ਤਖਤਾਂ, ਪੰਜ ਪਿਆਰੇ, ਚਾਰ ਸਾਹਿਬਜ਼ਾਦੇ, 40 ਮੁਕਤਾਂ, ਸਮੂਹ ਸ਼ਹੀਦਾਂ ਬਰੀਦਾਂ ਅੱਠੀਆਂ ਜੱਪੀਆਂ। ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਿਆ ਵੰਡ ਛਕਿਆ, ਦੇਗ ਚਲਾਈ ਤੇਗ ਵਾਈ, ਧਰਮੇ ਸੀਸ ਦਿੱਤੇ, ਚਰਖੜੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਚੜੇ, ਬੰਦ ਬੰਦ ਕਟਵਾਏ, ਪੁੱਠੀਆਂ ਖੱਲਾਂ ਲੁਹਾਈਆਂ, ਖੋਪਰੀਆਂ ਉਤਰਾਈਆਂ, ਜਿਉਂਦੇ ਜੀ ਅੱਗ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾੜੇ ਗਏ, ਬੁਲਦੀਆਂ ਦੇਗਾਂ 'ਚ ਪਏ, ਆਰਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਚਰਾਏ ਗਏ, ਤੱਤੀਆਂ ਤਵੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਬੈਠੇ, ਗੋਲੀਆਂ ਦਾ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨਾ ਬਣੇ ਮਾਈਆਂ ਬੀਬੀਆਂ ਨੇ। ਲਾਹੌਰ ਦੀਆਂ ਜੇਲਾਂ ਅੰਦਰ ਸਵਾ ਸਮਣ ਪੀਸਣ ਪੀਸੇ, ਖੰਨੀ ਖੰਨੀ ਰੋਟੀ ਤੇ ਗੁਜ਼ਾਰਾ ਕੀਤਾ, ਪਾਣੀ ਦੇ ਪਿਆਲੇ ਪੀ ਸ਼ੁਕਰ ਸ਼ੁਕਰ ਕੀਤਾ। ਆਪਣੇ ਸ਼ੀਰਖੋਰ ਬਾਲਾਂ ਦੇ ਟੁਕੜੇ ਟੁਕੜੇ ਕਰਵਾ ਗਲਾਂ 'ਚ ਹਾਰ ਪਾਏ, ਮੁਖੋਂ ਸੀਨ ਉਚਾਰੀ, ਤੇਰੇ ਭਾਣੇ ਨੂੰ ਮਿੱਠਾ ਮਿੱਠਾ ਕਰਕੇ ਮੰਨਿਆ। ਸਿੱਖੀ ਕੇਸੀ ਸਵਾਸੀਨ ਪਾਈ, ਸਿੱਖੀ ਸਿਦਕ ਤੇ ਪੂਰਨੇ ਪਾਏ। ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਨਵੀਨ ਸਮਾਜ ਅਸਹਿ ਤੇ ਇਕੱਠ ਸਹਾਰਦੇ ਹੋਏ ਸ਼ਹੀਦੀਆਂ ਪਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਨ। ਤਿਨਾ ਸਮੂਹ ਪ੍ਰਾਤਨ ਤੇ ਨਵੀਨ ਸਿੰਘਾਂ ਸਿੰਘਣੀਆਂ ਭੁਜੰਗੀਆਂ, ਸ਼ਹੀਦਾਂ ਬਰੀਦਾਂ ਅੱਠੀਆਂ ਜੱਪੀਆਂ, ਪਿਆਰਿਆਂ ਸਚਿਆਰਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਕਮਾਈ ਦਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਦਰ। ਖਾਲਸਾ ਜੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਬੋਲਣਾ ਜੀ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਪੰਜਾਂ ਤਖਤਾਂ, ਸਰਬੱਤ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਿਆਂ, ਗੁਰਧਾਮਾਂ, ਤੀਰਥਾਂ, ਸਰੋਵਰਾਂ, ਝੰਡਿਆਂ ਬੁੰਗਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਤੀਰਥ ਯਾਤਰਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋਏ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਜੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਬੋਲਣਾ ਜੀ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਪੰਜਾਂ ਤਖਤਾਂ, ਸਰਬੱਤ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਿਆਂ, ਗੁਰਧਾਮਾਂ, ਤੀਰਥਾਂ, ਸਰੋਵਰਾਂ, ਝੰਡਿਆਂ ਬੁੰਗਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਤੀਰਥ ਯਾਤਰਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋਏ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਜੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਬੋਲਣਾ ਜੀ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਚਿਤਾਵੇ ਚਿਤਾਵਨ ਕਾ ਸਦਕਾ ਸਰਬ ਸੁਖ ਹੋਏ, ਜਾਂ ਜਾਂ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਜੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਤਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਰਚਿਆ ਰਿਹਾ। ਦੇਗ ਤੇਗ ਫਰਤੇ ਬਿਰਦ ਕੀ ਪੈਜ ਰਹੇ, ਖਾਲਸਾ ਜੀ ਕੇ ਬੋਲ ਬਾਲ ਨੇ ਬੋਲਣਾ ਜੀ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਦਾ ਮਨ ਨੀਵਾਂ, ਮਤ ਉੱਚੀ, ਮਤ ਪਤ ਕਾ ਰਾਖਾ, ਆਪ ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਦਾਨ, ਵਿਸਾਹ ਦਾਨ, ਵਿਵੇਕ ਦਾਨ, ਭਰੋਸਾ ਦਾਨ, ਗੁਰਮਤਿ ਦਾਨ, ਰਹਿਤ ਦਾਨ, ਕੇਸ ਦਾਨ, ਦਾਨਾ ਸਿਰਦਾਨ, ਨਾਮ ਦਾਨ। ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤਸਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਖੁੱਲੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਇਸ਼ਨਾਨ, ਚੌਂਕੀਆਂ ਝੰਡੇ ਬੁੰਗੇ, ਜੁਗੋ ਜੁਗ ਅਟਲ ਧਰਮ ਕਾ ਜੈ ਜੈਕਾਰ। ਖਾਲਸਾ ਜੀ ਕੇ ਬੋਲ ਬਾਲੇ ਬੋਲਣਾ ਜੀ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਨਿਮਾਣਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਨਿਮਾਣ, ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਨੇ ਤਾਣਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਤਾਣ, ਨੇ ਉਟਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਉਟ। ਪ੍ਰੀਤਮ ਜੀਓ ਕਾਮ ਕ੍ਰੋਧ ਲੋਭ ਮੋਹ ਹੰਕਾਰ ਤੋਂ ਬਚਾ ਕੇ, ਨਾਮ ਦੀ ਅਸੀਸ, ਨਾਮ ਦਾ ਰੰਗ, ਨਾਮ ਦੀਆਂ ਲਾਲੀਆਂ, ਨਾਮ ਦੇ ਭੋਜਨ ਬਖਸ਼ੋ, ਰਹਿਮਤ ਕਰੋ, ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰੋ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀਓ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਹਜ਼ੂਰ ਦੋਏ ਕਰ ਜੋੜ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਵਿਦਰੀ ਹੈ। ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ, ਸ਼ਹੀਦਾਂ ਦੇ ਸਰਤਾਜ ਪ੍ਰੀਤਮ ਜੀਓ। ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਸ਼ਹੀਦੇ ਨੇ ਅਕਾਲ ਤਖਤ ਨੂੰ ਜਨਮ ਦਿੱਤਾ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਅਕਾਲ ਤਖਤ ਦੀ ਸ਼ਹੀਦੀ ਲਈ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਦਾ ਸਥਾਨ ਬਖਸ਼ੋ, ਰਹਿਮਤ ਕਰੋ, ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰੋ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਸ਼ਹੀਦੀ ਦਿਵਸ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਬੱਚੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਰਲ ਮਿਲ ਕੇ ਮਨਾਇਆ ਹੈ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਇੱਥੇ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਬੀਬੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ, ਸਿੰਘ ਸਿੰਘਣਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀਓ ਪੂਰਨ ਗੁਰਸਿੱਖੀ ਜੀਵਨ ਬਖਸ਼ ਕੇ ਨਦਰ ਨਿਹਾਲ ਕਰੋ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਚੜ੍ਹਦੀਆਂ ਕਲਾ ਬਖਸ਼ੋ। ਇਸ ਕੈਂਪ ਦੀਆਂ ਬੀਬੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਣਾ ਚਰਨ ਸ਼ਰਨ ਰੱਖ ਕੇ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਚੜ੍ਹਦੀਆਂ ਕਲਾ ਬਖਸ਼ੋ, ਮਿਹਰ ਕਰੋ, ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰੋ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਸਿੰਘ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਭਜਨ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੋਗੀ ਜੀਓ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਚਿਰੰਜੀਵ ਆਯੂ ਬਖਸ਼ ਕੇ ਨਦਰੀ ਨਦਰ ਨਿਹਾਲ ਕਰੋ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰਨ ਦਾ ਬਲ, ਉਦਮ ਤੇ ਤਾਕਤ ਬਖਸ਼ੋ, ਰਹਿਮਤ ਕਰੋ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀਓ ਦੋਏ ਕਰ ਜੋੜ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਹੈ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਹਰਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਜਨਮ ਦਿਨ ਹੈ, ਮਿਹਰ ਕਰਨਾ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਜੀਵਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਪ੍ਰਵੇਸ਼ ਕਰਨ ਦਾ, ਸਿੱਖੀ ਜੀਵਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਚੜ੍ਹਦੀਆਂ ਕਲਾ ਬਖਸ਼ਣਾ, ਮਿਹਰ ਕਰਨਾ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਹਜ਼ੂਰੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੜਾਹ ਪ੍ਰਸ਼ਾਦੀ ਦੇਗ ਹਾਜ਼ਰ, ਆਪ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਭੋਗ ਲਗੇ ਸੀਤ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਵਰਤੇ, ਜੋ ਜੋ ਛਕੇ ਸਵਾਸ ਸਵਸਤ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਜਪੇ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਹਜ਼ੂਰੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਹੋਏ ਹਨ, ਵਿਚਾਰਾਂ ਹੋਈਆਂ ਹਨ, ਭੁੱਲਾਂ ਚੁੱਕਾਂ ਮਾਫ ਕਰਨਾ, ਸਰਬੱਤ ਦੇ ਕਾਜ ਰਾਸ ਕਰਨਾ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਹਾਜ਼ਰੀਆਂ ਦਰ ਪ੍ਰਵਾਨ ਕਰੋ। ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਗੁਰੂ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਨਾਮ ਚੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਕਲਾ, ਤੇਰੇ ਭਾਣੇ ਸਰਬੱਤ ਭਲਾ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਅੱਗੇ ਆਵੇ
उस स्थान थे बोल आवे अंतराय ज्ञान प्रकाश उपस्थान का नहीं विनाश मन धन नाम हृदय करंग सदा से पार ब्रह्म के सम जीवन जल में जल आए खटाना जीव ज्योति थियो सो ज्योति संग ज्योति समाना मिट गए गवन पाए विश्राम नानक पग के संग श्लोक सुखी बसै मसकीनियां आप निवारत ले बड़े बड़े अहंकारियां नानक गर्भ गले अष्टपदी जिसके अंतर राज अभिमान सो नरक पाती होवत स्वान जो जाने में जो बनवंत सो होवत बिष्टा का जंत आपस को कर्मवंत कहावा जन्म मरे भो जौन प्रमावा तन भूम का जो करे गुमान सो मूर्ख अंधा अज्ञान कर कृपा जिसके हृदय गरीबी बसावा नानक इहा मुक्त आगे सुख पावा।
Salok, the humble man abides in peace. By stilling his ego, he behaves meekly. The humble man abides in peace. By stilling his ego, he behaves meekly. The very haughty persons, O Nanak, are consumed by their pride. Ashtapadi. He in whose mind is the pride of kingship becomes a hell-dweller and a dog. He who haughtily deems himself youthful becomes a worm of ordure. He who calls himself man of good actions comes, goes, and wanders in many existences. He who takes pride of his wealth and land is stupid, blind, and ignorant. He in whose heart the Lord mercifully plants meekness, O Nanak, obtains salvation here and peace hereafter. Jikakos.
सब सिखाना को हुक्म सिखाना को हुक्म है सब सिखाना को हुक्म है गुरु मानी हो ग्रता गुरु मानी हो ग्रता गुरु मानी हो ग्रता वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। सतनारायण वाहिगुरु हरि नारायण सतनाम 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 सतनारायण वाहिगुरु सतनाम सतनारायण वाहेगुरु हरि नारायण 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 सतनाम।
May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Runs in a circular motion. Life is like a little boat upon the sea. Everybody, if you let yourself be wild.
And there are about 500,000 imperial army of the Mughal Empire. And Mai Pago, the woman, the Mai, Eka Mai, directing them in that war herself and brought victory. Now, does it show that strength? And does it show that the power of the steel played? Watch it. Now, is that steel enough? There is only one person who has got the status of Mai, and that is Mai Pago. And there's one paudi which say, Eka Mai Jukta Vihai Tinchele Parvan. She took these people who denied Guru Gobind Singh as their Guru. And Guru said, I don't believe it. Give me in writing. They gave him writing. We are not your Sikhs, you are not my Guru. And they left. They came to the village, and Mai Pago told them what you have done. You have played in the hand of the fate, and you have forgotten the destiny. So they returned under her command, a band of 40, and fought with the imperial army to the point that the imperial army lost the battle. In the evening, the war was over. Guru Gobind Singh came down. Jathedar Mahan Singh, the leader, Mahan Singh, a leader of this group, was in his last breathing space, and he couldn't talk to the Guru, and he said, "That paper we gave you, tear it up." And Guru took it from the belt, showed it, and tore it up. That's why we remember them in our ardas as Fadli liberated. I want the music background to represent that war, that gruesome war where one Sikh fought with 125,000 men of an elite army and won. Mata Pago survived that day, and she's always remembered in Sikh history as Mai Pago. And you have given a tape to me to comment. These are my comments. It must represent the steel, the sound, the music of that day. We have synthesizers and we have everything, and we have whole talent of the world under this tent. We can produce it. Is that understandable? Tomorrow you have one day to do it, only this thing, and produce it. Tomorrow is what day?
Thursday.
Oh, it's Guru's days anyway. So produce that tape. That's the only assignment you have for tomorrow. All day, morning till evening, you plan, you sit down, you produce, and I want at 10 p.m. at night the tape exactly the day I want it. Is that okay? If it is okay, not then even okay. Vairji ka Khalsa, Vairji ki Fateh.